We're going 6 inches in the concrete here.
It's a blazing hot day on this North Texas ranch.
Then the paw prints will be going up this side right here.
With an even hotter mission for welder Michael Collins.
A cross 3 times the size of anything I've ever done.
This cross is 25.5 feet tall.
She hit me really hard. That smile, like I say, it was so contagious.
That smile belonged to 14-year-old Emily Pike. Michael is making this cross for her.
I knew I needed to do something to be a voice for Emily. The indigenous women and the children do not get the coverage that they should, that they deserve.
Emily vanished from a group home in Mesa, Arizona in late January. Her dismembered body was found 2 weeks later.
I just hope that each and every cross can help the communities heal, the families. Like this one here, this one is going to San Carlos Apache Reservation in Arizona.
Emily is one of more than 5,000 Native American girls and women who are missing or murdered each year, according to the National Crime Information Center.
On the back, on the bottom, is where we need the MMIW sticker.
MMIW stands for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, and it hits close to home for Michael.
My mother's grandmother was full-blooded Comanche.
Michael has a highly personal reason for making these crosses, and one that helps him identify with the families who lost loved ones.
It's like living with an amputation. It's like living with a heart the size of a marble.
Michael's pain comes from losing his own son, Brady, in an accident 5 years ago.
About 4 months after his accident, he came to me in a dream. He said, "Dad, I want you to build me this."
Michael built his first cross for Brady.
And I've learned, rather than go down there and cry, I go down there and I thank God for every minute that I had with my son, the 26 years that I did have.
Emily's cross is the 7th Michael has made, with the help of welder Clark Brooks.
It's like a ministry. It's to give people peace, a place that people can go and remember their loved ones. And it comes from the heart.
The cross will have a Letters to Heaven box to help the community heal.
It's going to have 30 red handprints, 4 orange handprints, the tribal badge. Her name will be in pink with very large letters. MMIW will be painted on it.
Maybe they'll find out who done it. Maybe they'll get a couple of leads on who done this.
Investigators haven't caught Emily's killer. Her voice may have been silenced early, but her spirit speaks loudly, thanks to the man with a gift for turning metal into a mission.
This will last 100 years.
In Mineral Wells, Dawn White, CBS News Texas. It's a day on a mission for artist Ebony Lewis, heading to create magic in her art studio in Dallas's Deep Ellum neighborhood.
This piece is called Ode to Be Seen.
She puts brush to canvas, placing the finishing touches on her latest painting.
This cloud that I create in my work is called a cloud of uncertainty. And so it allows for me to work out all the things that I'm telling myself that are negative and put a positive spin on it.
Ebony finds the light in her artwork. She says it's been a happy place since dealing with a painful experience as a teenager.
I first started painting when I was in 9th grade after my father passed away.
Now, decades later, Ebony gets her studio space without spending a penny thanks to the Deep Ellum Foundation.
We did find some initiatives already doing kind of a no empty spaces program and decided to bring that to some of the property owners here in Deep Ellum.
Veronica Young, a manager with the Deep Ellum Foundation, works with property owners along Main Street to gift their vacant buildings to artists like Ebony for pop-up art galleries.
Right now we have 3 spaces being utilized by 3 different artists.
We've shown at least over 25 different artists in this space without having to have a huge overhead.
We've found endless entertainment in bouncing ideas around and what else we could do in other spaces that are vacant. I think that'll bring out the best of the culture here. It gives us the opportunity to make new things happen, you know, forge new paths.
A few doors down from Ebony's studio, a former shoe store also transforms into a space for several Dallas artists, like James Maker, to show off their latest creations.
This is the Hollow Man. I start off with a 3D model. He's a steel, low poly sculpture that I made to remove sorrow from my life.
The art's are the heartbeat of a community, especially when you're talking about a community like Deep Ellum.
The Deep Ellum Foundation plans to include 2 more vacant buildings in the program for a total of 5 spaces for artists to grow and share their gift with the community. In Dallas, Dawn White, CBS News Texas. The lights shine down brightly on another day of rehearsal.
The burden is heavy.
At this Dallas music recording studio.
I started singing in church when I was 12 or 13 years old.
Okay, ready?
Stacey Wynette always had a love and passion for music.
Got married, had kids, sang in church for another 15 years or so, and then I just didn't pick it up again until my kids have chosen their own path.
Her youngest son, John, found his path when he joined the U.S. Army.
And as a mom, you're like, yeah, but will they feed him well, or will they take care of him, or how's he gonna make it?
That worry continued to grow when John served in Eastern Europe in response to the war in Ukraine.
Military Mama is a song that was written as a hug from me to other military moms.
A minor.
Writer and producer Christian Chavaria helped Stacey bring her lyrics to paper.
G. Back to F. I feel it was important to me to be a part of this because I come from a single parent.
We don't walk alone.
She's already performed Military Mama several places, including at the downtown Dallas Arts and Music Festival.
It's time for those prayers.
She's performed it at an open mic called the Love Mic, which is a really cool thing. Love Mic is a mental health advocacy event that happens every Monday at sundown at Granada.
Bound by the choice.
The song officially debuts on Mother's Day, giving other military moms the encouragement they need.
Stacey hopes other military mothers can hear themselves in her song and see a reflection of support in a woman who understands exactly what they're going through.
There's just such a huge camaraderie between the military moms, which is where all the feeling of this came from. It's very raw emotions. We feel each other's hearts, and our children are our heartbeat.
This is going to be very impactful and very heartfelt and might bring healing.
Stacey helps other military moms heal and hones her own craft later in life.
Started writing songs, started playing the guitar at age 53.
I think that it's never too late to find and go after your passion.
This military mom hopes to show others in her shoes to pursue their passions while they hold their sons and daughters even closer.
Of a young hero man.
In Dallas, Dawn White, CBS News Texas. A displaced road sign along a busy Garland Road marks the spot where tragedy struck the community Saturday evening.
Because you never expect nothing to happen like that, you know, and especially when you see it's people that you were just talking to.
Barry Fleming works at the corner store at the intersection of Oates Road and Broadway Boulevard when he heard something horrible happen outside.
They walked out the store, and that's when we heard the commotion and stuff going on over. We actually heard something get hit, bang, boom, bang.
Fleming says the 2 teens had just shopped in the store moments before being struck.
And our evidence suggests that the vehicle was traveling at a high rate of speed. At that point in time, passing the intersection, crosses off the roadway into the grass area and continues to drive eastbound where the 2 pedestrians were.
Garland police say the driver then crashed into this stop sign and plowed into 3 vehicles down there. The mangled aftermath remains a day later.
What we're looking at here is a tragedy. We have 2 teenagers, a 14-year-old female who lost her life and a 16-year-old who was transported in serious condition.
Garland Police spokesperson Lieutenant Pedro Barano says the teens were siblings. Police arrested 30-year-old Stetson Ibarbo of Rowlett and charged him with failing to stop and render aid. 1 count involving death and the other count involving serious bodily injury.
Distractions in a vehicle can cause a vehicle to veer off the roadway and cause an accident. Intoxication, alcohol, drugs can also cause someone to not drive well and drive off a roadway. So it's very much part of the investigation.
Investigators say Ibarbo left the area with a child after the crash. Police found him at a home in Garland.
Emotionally, it's bothering me. I'm going to start tearing again, but it's bothering me. Anybody, it didn't even have to be from the neighborhood. All that had to be is somebody. You know, I care about people.
Fleming started this memorial to remember the victim. He says speeding is a major issue in the area.
They're maniacs. It's drag racing. They get these old trucks that are all fixed up and set down low and stuff, and they get out here and race one another. The Camaros be racing through here.
Neighbors are holding a candlelight vigil where the crash happened at 6 Monday evening as they mourn a young life taken so soon. In Garland, Dawn White, CBS News Texas.
This is what we call his place, his safe place.
Midlothian Fire Department dog Riggs has special places throughout Station 1.
And he keeps his toys there.
But his toys and treats have gone untouched since Friday.
Oh, it's absolutely sad. We just want him to be back in it. And right now, you know, that's obviously a void for us.
Midlothian Fire Chief Dale McCaskill says Riggs, a yellow lab mix, hasn't just become a part of his life.
I'm here at the fire station. He became a part of the family.
But brings comfort to firefighters at the station.
Always excited when they return back from a call. Anybody that owns a dog knows they meet you at the door with the same enthusiasm every time. And so that's been a relief for our firefighters after a stressful call.
When I'm doing my report, it's usually right here.
Fire Captain Austin Ulrich says it's not the same without the lab close by his side.
I mean, you might have a bad day on shift or off shift. You come in from something that happened at home, and you just can tell that he's probably laying with somebody that needs him the most at that time.
Riggs went missing Friday afternoon after storms swept through the area. A dog handler who has a dog who tracks other dogs donated their time today. That dog tracked Riggs' scent from the fire station here about 200 yards away over to a highway, and that is where Riggs' scent disappeared.
We assume that somebody may have just saw Riggs out in the storm and felt like they needed to protect him and put him in their vehicle and didn't realize it was our dog. And so all we're trying to do now is just get the word out. And if you have Riggs, then please, we'd love to see Riggs come home.
The pup has his own fire station badge that reads Riggs, Midlothian Fire Department on it. He's also microchipped.
So this was his main recliner here, where he would sit and enjoy the movie of the day.
Chief McCaskill appreciates the community support.
We've had people obviously out driving around. There's been a lot of suggestions about different organizations that can help find dogs. So we've got a lot of eyes and ears out there right now trying to find Riggs.
The fire station is offering a $1,000 reward donated from the Heroes Foundation as they hope and pray for Riggs' safe return.
It's a part of our team, and we feel like we've lost a member of it at this point.
In Midlothian, Dawn White, CBS News Texas.